All right, peeps. Yay! It is announcement time, and if you're looking at this right now, you are watching the replay. Otherwise, in about a minute or so is when all our folks start coming on in. So thank you for watching the replay. I'm gonna say what we're gonna cover, and I'll say it again once the people start coming in. I'm gonna share this announcement that I've been carrying for a while. I've hinted at it here and there, and now I'm going to share with you what it is. You are going to be the first to witness it, or one of the first. And if it resonates with you, and I'd love to call you to action to be part of what we're generating. And this is about being an ambassador for it. So hello, we got people coming. I can now start sharing with you. So this is the big announcement, drum roll. And as I was saying up top for the folks who might have been watching the replay, as we're waiting till y'all drop in, I am going to share with you what this big announcement is about, what this means actually for the world, and what that could mean for you. And if you want to see what I'm about to share, you can be part, literally, of history. So this is my big announcement. Now, I have said little bits and pieces of it along the way because this is something I've been working on a long time. And some of my friends who know me really well behind the scenes know how long I've been working on this in different iterations. And last year when COVID happened, a lot of us had lots of things changed, but I dropped everything in order to go all in on what I've been working on with this. So if you haven't guessed by now, or if you haven't connected dots, what I'm announcing is what we are at a pivotal point right now with WOWMAKER. WOWMAKER, if you haven't heard about it, I think Sprite's joining with me. Well, Sprite's part of it as well, is positive social media for positive change. So what does that mean? So just tell me and write this in the comments. What do you love about social media? And what are you not a fan of with social media? We love being able to connect. We love the power it can bring, new experiences, new awarenesses into our world we wouldn't have been aware of otherwise. I mean, there's so much available to us in social media, but the issue is that social media, and if you see in the movie Social Dilemma, you're aware that social media is rife with shaming and blaming and division and bullying and manipulative algorithms. And Facebook, for example, and I love you, Facebook, that's how we're connecting right now. So Facebook totally has what is incredible for us, but also limits you being able to reach your own people. And if you do Facebook ads, it limits algorithms. So we need a platform where people can have a safe space to be able to connect with each other without the shaming, blaming, bullying, or division. We need a safe space where we can connect and know that the folks who are in this social media environment together, we're there to better our lives, better each other's lives, and the world, right? If we were in an environment of that, what could be possible? What could be possible for our kids? What could be possible for us? Because it makes such a difference the environment we're around. And when you're in an environment that is encouraging that kind of behavior, that is actually igniting that kind of behavior, what more is possible as well? So this is something I've been working on in various iterations for 10 years. And it's whose time has come. And it has come because of where the world is headed now. The world more than ever is fed up with the way that social media has been going. And also, the world is hungry more than ever to be able to have the solutions that people so need in the world of mind, body, spirit, in their life, in business, and of course in the world, which is causes. I mean, more than ever, people are hungry for those solutions. So what we have here, hi Dawn, how are you? You're watching. All right, so I'm gonna turn the camera around if I can. Let me see how I can do this. There we go. All right, so this is at WOWMAKERnow.com. You may have seen me talk about this before, but now we are at a point where I gotta tell you who's on board. It is so exciting. You can go to WOWMAKERnow.com and you can even see this for yourself. And yes, when we launch, we have agreements with that is actually well over 100 million that it will then launch to. We have a whole rollout plan that I'll tell you about. And another thing to be aware of is this is where the world of technology and social media and the world itself is going. We have designed this as a shared economy where the users and the content creators and the influencers, oh no, I cut off? Oh no, how'd I cut off? Here, I'm gonna go sit back over where I know I've got good signal. And potentially from moving, I'm cutting off, unless it was just for Karen. I don't know, Karen, maybe just cut off where you are, but is this better? Okay, hopefully I'm back. It's good lighting, I'll stay here. It's really good lighting. But what I was gonna say is that the shared economy, what influencers and users who are savvy with social media are now demanding is that they work so hard, you know, giving so much of themselves to platforms, providing content, connecting, you know, filling up the numbers on the platform, and they aren't getting a piece of the action. With WOWMAKER, we have a way that the user gets a piece of the action. With WOWMAKER, we have a way that the content creator gets to monetize free content. We are encouraging valuable resources and information and incredible content that people love. And there's a way that, sorry, I feel like I got something on my teeth. Sorry, as I touch my teeth. But there's a way that we get to monetize free content. And that, to me, to encourage the more that you are creating engaging, got it, Karen, okay. But the more that we can encourage engaging, resourceful, helpful content, you know, the more that creates, the more we're giving to each other and we're creating a ripple effect. Now in WOWMAKER, and I will take this through here, I'm gonna tell you when we'll be doing ways you can play and ways you can take advantage. But this is like Facebook. It's everything Facebook has with groups, with different pages. And this is our home page. It actually looks a little bit different here. It looks even better, actually. But we have integrated everything that Facebook has, and integrated within the system is the best of the best in personal and professional development in mind, body, spirit, life, business, world. That is integrated throughout the system in different mind. Like, let's say this is the mind section, and these all are call to action titles that go into smaller categories. And then you can see what has been posted. And what's great about this that people don't realize, or you may not realize as much, is that we're in a world where people don't know who to trust anymore, right? You're like, who do we believe? We can see an expert that has followed the perfect template, and they've done everything just right, and the right messaging, the right template, but their work actually doesn't work. They actually don't have all the goods to back it up. How do you know someone is of integrity? How do you know someone's work and all the promises they deliver will actually be what's right for you? Well, on WOWMAKER, we are committed to be a source of trusted, vetted out, recommended resources, so that as you come across a resource in the mindset section or in the body and wellness section, you know that our name's behind it, and you know they're one of our recommended resources, so you know that their work works, that they're of integrity, that their values are aligned with us, that they don't use manipulation in their marketing, that they really care. And so where do you go to learn more? Don Hobley, go to wowmakernow.com. Maybe Sprite, you can put that in the chat. wowmakernow.com, and I'll put it in the chat later. And just to put your email in there, you'll be notified. What's going to happen is on Wednesday, and I'm pretty sure to be about 4 or 5 o'clock on Wednesday, I will let you know through wowmakernow.com, and I'll post on here again. But about 4 or 5 o'clock on Wednesday afternoon, we're going to have a talk through of the platform in more depth. And you may know someone who'd be a perfect resource partner. They would benefit from having hundreds of millions that this is getting promoted to, and being part of that promotion, being able to be put in front of the mainstream, in front of the masses. We have a whole corporate onboarding track that we're doing where companies send their employees through and get to use WOWMAKER as a tool. We have alliances with the best of the best with some major celebrities and influencers. It's incredible for causes, a great way to raise money for causes. They can monetize their following. You as a user, you love a post, you share out, someone comes into WOWMAKER, they'll be tagged as coming through you, and you'll get a percentage of what they generate on the platform, just on any post that you share out. But same with causes, they could promote to their own page inside of WOWMAKER, and now anyone that from their following that comes in gets tagged as coming through them, and they get a percentage. That's just one of the ways that we can help causes generate, but also content creators, influencers, and then experts are recommended resources. So there's so much here. I don't want to inundate you right now. So go to wowmakernow.com, okay? And then you can put your email in there and you'll get a notice when we'll be talking through this, specifically around how this works. If you or someone you know would be interested in being one of our positioned recommended resources. So that means, especially coming on right now, you would have priority placement. You would be one of the few resources that we have recommended for people that come onto the platform. And we know that we will be having millions on here because we already have one of our causes has 175 million in their databases, 18 different databases that they promote to. They have a lot of high-end celebrities on board with their campaign, and they're actually even letting us use some of their celebrities. And they're promoting to their own page, 175 million just from them. It's not even counting our other promotional partners. That is 100 million plus. Influencers, we have a social media company that manages 40 million subscribers. They're looking at how they can come on board. I could give you names. It's very, very exciting. And this is what I've been working on so hard behind the scenes, where I stopped everything to go all in on this. And finally, it's here. I tell you guys, I want to bring you on this journey with me. Anyone who has either ever done a startup or launched something huge, it takes everything you have. And thankfully, I've been able to press the button on my connections through the years, my relationships, that I care from relationships, but they happen to be, players that are just perfect in these different arenas to come together for what we're doing with WOWMAKER. So I invite you to be a part of that. And we want you to be ambassador. Now, there's a Facebook group. If you want to be, and I meant to say this piece too, so forgive me. Right here, that's the Facebook group. Is same thing, WOWMAKER Now. So if you just go to the groups and look up WOWMAKER Now, it'll look like this. Okay. We just started it, so there's hardly anybody on here. But WOWMAKER Now is also, that is the site. But for the Facebook group, that's where you want to go. Okay. Yay. And go there because I'm going to stay communicating and in touch and tell you ways how you can participate. If you want to see a platform like this where you're fed up with how social media has been using it as a lane for misinformation, how it has been using it as a place to beat up on folks for gosh, just like dividing sides or for shaming folks. We want a social media where we're here so that we're going to better our lives and we're going to bring our voices together on how we better the world. Now, we've got gamification in here, so people are incentivized for taking positive actions. I mean, there's so much in here and so much incredible muscle behind it. So I would love to have you guys behind it. The sooner that you are getting behind it and you're part of it, and it's for free. It's free to be part of it. Not free to be a recommended resource. That we have to vet you out, and then you would be paying for that position because you are being elevated and getting to super amplify and expand your reach. You're being put in front of the masses and the mainstream and the corporate as they onboard their employees, and you're integrated throughout the platform, like you're elevated. So that is an investment, but it is free to be a user, to participate. We're going to be having beta testers. We have pre-beta testers right now, but we'll be opening the doors even more for beta testers if that's something that you'd like to be. And that's free. But what you can start doing probably within the next 2 weeks, we'll give you a link and you would just share out about WOWMAKER as if you're having them go to wowmakernow.com. But as you share out, they then would be tagged as coming from you. And now you're pre-tagging everyone you know. And then once we open the doors of WOWMAKER, if there's anything that they end up, let's say they decide they love one of Bob Proctor's free programs, and then they realize there's a 2-day retreat and they buy Bob Proctor's 2-day retreat on there, well, you would get a percentage of that because you had that person come on through you. Because we monetize free content, and there's a whole way that I won't take the time to share here, but it is so genius and so robust in how that works. And we become this culture of this way. And so just from the numbers alone, you'd be able to generate. And so as the causes can as well. Hi, Kevin. So go to WOWMAKER Now Facebook group. So if you go to Facebook and you search WOWMAKER Now, this Facebook group should come up, okay? And go to WOWMAKERNow.com, or at least just go to WOWMAKERNow.com, get your email in there, and in a follow-up email, we'll also list the Facebook group. Now, bear in mind, this Wednesday, and I don't know if it's at 4 or 5 Pacific, I will let you know exactly, but just get your name in that WOWMAKERNow.com, and then you'll get an email probably tomorrow letting you know the time and where to meet by. Then you come on Zoom, and we'll talk you through how this works. We'll talk you through why this is amazing for those who might want to be one of our recommended resource partners. So we've got Bob Proctor. We've got, oh my gosh, Lisa Nichols' Let's Grow movie that is about compassionate conversations with Sean. Oh my God. We've got Ken Honda of Happy Money. And oh my gosh, we've got as far as like the causes that we mentioned, and there's other names I can't mention right now, but they're huge. So I wish I could say it. I'm like, I want to say the name, but I can't. Oh, thank you, Sherry. She put the Facebook group in there. That's so awesome. You rock. Thank you. So you guys, this would mean so much to me, but for the world. Because if we get to create a community and a tribe where we say, you know what can we do to better the world? People are like, I so want to do something. What can I do? This is what you can do. Get into WOWMAKER Now. Be a proactive member. Spread the word. Benefit by spreading the word, because as people come in through you, their tag is coming through you and you get a piece of the action, and it's all free. But the percentage just happens naturally in how the platform operates, which you'll learn about. Or you connect us to a wonderful influencer. We have someone who's connected us to, I won't say this person's name. He's very, very famous. He's like best buddies with Oprah, hangs out with all the big stars and all that stuff. Huge guy. Anyway, our friend connected us to him. And as he would come on board and then potentially connect us to one of his celebrities who brings on their followers, he gets a percentage of that. And the person who connected us to this other famous guy, who I can't tell you the name right now yet, but he's going to get a percentage of that. So you guys connecting us to key players, whether they would come on as a resource partner or one of our key influencers, you can get a piece of that as well. So I know that's a lot I'm throwing at you, but just come to our Facebook group, come to WOWMakerNow.com, and you'll learn more along the way. And I'm so excited because to me, this is my activism. This is my purpose. I have worked my butt off for 10 years behind the scenes and oh man, there's just so many stories to share with you, but I won't take that time right now. Go and check that out. I will share more along the way, little nuggets as we go, because I now want to start taking you on this journey of all the exciting things that are happening. There is so much happening. It's almost like daily, another incredible thing's happening, another incredible thing. It is gaining momentum and trajectory. So I want you to be on board with this journey, make connections where it makes sense, and get to benefit as well. And by the way, those who are on platforms at the very beginning, the Clubhouse, for instance, those who are on Clubhouse in the very beginning, their amount of followers is ridiculous, and you get to super leverage the platform. So that's another way you can benefit too. So I'm so excited that you joined me tonight. Thank you. This is my big message. And go to WOWMakerNow.com, all right? And you can see and hear the Facebook group as well that Sherry put in here. Thank you, Sherry. Thank you, everybody. I really appreciate your support. Please be ambassadors with us. You want to see this type of work. You want to be able to get, imagine when people can understand that they can be in charge of their mindset, that there's simple things they can do for their health, when they get to learn ways that they can better their sales and actually start improving their business or start another business. And we get to be this hub of resources and a hub of doing good. So come join us. It's social media for good. It's positive social media for positive change. WOWMakerNow.com, because the future of your world is in your hands. Thank you guys.